Welcome everyone. In today's session, we will have a look at different file reading techniques and learn how to read the files properly using the with option instead of the open function in Python. So in the last session, we learned how to work with files using the open function and the .close function. We also saw different reading and writing modes and the absolute path and the relative path difference. In this session, we'll explore more onto the reading part only, and we will see the best practices using different reading functions available to us. So, first of all, starting with the read function. So, the read function reads the whole file into memory and it returns a output as a in a single string. It's usually best for small files because as it reads the whole file into memory, using this function on huge files like in GBs can make your system slow because essentially there shall be some memory freed up to keep your processes running. So it is not suitable for very large files, but it's best choice for the small files. So the syntax here you will notice is there is a bit change in the syntax. So we are using something like with function. So instead of using something like f equal to open the particular file, here now we'll be using with open, then our text file name and the read option. Then we are passing as file. So like this is the syntax when we use the with function colon, and your next code block would be in the particular indented block. So we are going to read that content into a content variable. So it would be content equal to file dot read, and all the data that is in the sample.txt file will be captured in my content variable, and you can simply print that. So let's go and try to run this code. So this was my sample.txt file with 2 lines, and here as you see we read this particular file, we captured its content and just simply printed the content. So the next option or the next function which we have is the readline function. So what readline function does is it reads one line at a time, and it's useful when we need to perform some different logic per line, or you can even use this particular function to like use it as a iterator and loop it like uh, loop over that and check for different kinds of if conditions, combination of conditions to operate on the your txt file. It is very good for stepwise processing. So the overall syntax remains the same. Instead of read, we use the readline function. So let me just try to run this. So you can see both the lines are printed here separately. A file dot read line, first it captured hello python, second time it captured text sample one. But now here there is a problem is that in case we don't know how many lines of data is there, we can't use something like print file dot read line. So what we will essentially need is some kind of a loop. So how you can design the loop is you can go with line equal to file dot read line, meaning you first time it will capture a particular line from your txt file. Then if you do while line, if any data is present, then this condition will be true. If there is no lines further to read, then it will be false. So this loop will stop. Then inside this, first you can just simply put print line dot strip. So dot strip is used when you want to remove any kind of white spaces or extra blank spaces that are there in the string to be removed. And then you can again type in simply line equal to file dot read line. So next time when the loop tries to check the condition, if any data is there in the line, then the loop will continue, otherwise this particular loop will stop. So let's say I add more data here. So you see all the data will be captured properly using this particular loop. So this is how readline function can be used along with the while loop to securely loop over all the lines in the file. Then the next function is a readlines function. So readline function loads the file into a list of lines, and this particular list of lines, you can use it with a for loop because now you know how many number of elements will be there in the file as it gives a list. So you can simply use a length function or you can use enumerate to capture the number of indexes in the list which you have received. But again, this option will not be optimal for huge files because again, it will capture all the data at once into a single variable. So if I try to go and read this, so I'll try to print this lines for our visibility. So as you see, this is how the lines are captured. Whenever a new line starts, this particular list ends at /n, and whenever we do dot strip, the /n's will be removed. So we get the pure string data that was present in our original file. So this is how we get a list, and then we can enumerate over the list using a for loop, and we can print out all the lines. And there is one another option where once you use the with option, you can simply write for line in file and you can just simply print that line directly. So this is one of the most easiest option to iterate over the file object. Uh, and this also avoids loading the full file into memory. Like each line is only read during the process and it does not load itself the whole file automatically into the memory. So this is also another efficient way to load the file. But yes, if you want to operate over line by line, you like this option is also like best option in terms of memory performance, and it does not require use of any particular readlines function. So this this particular option shall be the one you should opt for when you are working with reading option. So as you saw, we don't need to use read lines or readline function. You can simply write open as file and you can do for line in file, then print line dot strip. So that's how easy and simple this particular function is. Then some of you might have question why use with. So what with does is it automatically handles file closing for us. Even if an error occurs during reading, the particular file issues will be handled, and it's the modern practice for working with files in Python. Earlier we used to do open and then file dot close. So that is not considered a very good practice as of now. So a better option would be to use the with function, and there won't be any particular requirement to use dot close option here because the with function, once the indented block is over, the particular file will be closed automatically. So in this session we learned how to use functions like readline and the readline function. Then we saw a simple for loop iteration for memory efficient reading, and then at the end we understand the with statement for safe file access. In the next session, we are going to learn more about writing and appending to files. So we'll see write lines function, then we will check the append mode, and we'll also have a look at how to handle file deletion when writing the file safely. So yes, thank you for joining the session. Let's meet in the next session. Have a nice day.